In this video, we will explain the causes and solutions for the faults that may occur in Blue Star air conditioning units, specifically those related to temperature sensors. To begin with, it is important to note that the electronic controller of the unit generally detects problems in the temperature sensors when a short circuit or an open circuit is identified in the sensor. However, these are not always the actual causes of the problem. For example, a code indicating an open circuit may simply be due to a loose sensor connection. Therefore, as we will see below, the problem can often be resolved with simple techniques, as the components of the unit are usually in perfect condition. Below is the most common interpretation of error codes associated with temperature sensor faults in Blue Star air conditioners. Code F1 indicates an error in the indoor ambient temperature sensor located in the indoor unit. This sensor is responsible for measuring the temperature of the air that the indoor unit's fan sucks in, with the aim of averaging the temperature of the space to be cooled. Code F2 indicates a problem with the indoor unit coil temperature sensor, which is responsible for measuring the refrigerant gas temperature in this area to prevent the coil from freezing. It is important to mention that in some models, when the indoor unit coil freezes, while the air conditioner is operating in cooling mode, code E2 may appear, indicating protection against indoor unit coil freezing. In this case, always remember to check the correct rotation of the indoor unit fan and the cleanliness of the air filters to ensure good airflow in this area. Code F3 indicates a problem with the outdoor ambient temperature sensor located in the outdoor unit. This sensor measures the temperature of the air that the outdoor fan sucks in to average the temperature of the outdoor environment. Code F4 indicates a problem with the outdoor unit coil temperature sensor, which measures the refrigerant temperature inside the coil to calculate the refrigerant saturation pressure. Code F5 indicates a problem with the refrigerant discharge temperature sensor at the compressor outlet. This sensor is positioned on the thinner compressor pipe in the outdoor unit. In some models, if the problem is a much higher than normal discharge temperature, error code E4 will appear. In this case, it is recommended to check the correct rotation of the outdoor unit fan, rule out refrigerant gas overcharge, and check the cleanliness of the outdoor coil. Steps to troubleshoot temperature sensor issues. 1. Turn off the air conditioner and disconnect it for several minutes. Then, turn it back on to see if the error persists. 2. Locate the involved sensor according to the error code. 3. Check the sensor's position. Ensure that the sensor is properly placed and firmly secured. 4. Verify that the sensor's connections to the electronic board are secure and that the wires are not damaged. 5. Disconnect and reconnect the sensor. Clean the connections if necessary. 6. If the error persists, turn off the unit, disconnect the sensor, and measure its electrical resistance with a multimeter set to the Kilom scale. The measured value should never be 0 or infinite. Otherwise, replace the sensor. Remember that when rubbing the sensor with your hand, the resistance value should decrease. If not, replace the sensor. 7. If you have the unit's manual, compare the measured value with the sensor specification table. If not, replace the sensor. 8. If the error persists, visually inspect the electronic board controlling the sensor for any faults. Consider replacing the involved electronic board if the problem continues.